guys, welcome back to Ashley's Homestead Adventures, and we have got dinner in the crock pot. Sourdough's done to dip in our soup at the end of a cold, stormy day, and we are headed to the livestock auction. We've got the trailer on the truck just in case we find something good, but more than anything we're going for education and just to learn what's here, what the prices are, and fill our heads with the knowledge that these sales provide. We'll see what we come up with. We're close to the first ones here. We're home. With an empty trailer. We didn't get anything, but we gained a lot of knowledge. And it's just in time to do some chores on this foggy day, hazy day, rainy day. It's foggy and hazy, but it's like 62 degrees outside. Okay, moving on to these bulbs that I'm trying to get planted. And as you can see, Miss Lily's up here helping me. These are the two I just put in there are daffodils. And now I'm going to plant some alliums in here. And I'm just putting these in these pots. Planting depth 4 to 6 and 6 to 8 spacing. So I'm planting them a little bit closer together. Because they're in these pots, and this is just kind of a Hail Mary for me. Two things. I got all of these bulbs for at least 50% off because it's the very, very end of the season. And also, I don't have any ground cleared right now to plant my bulbs. And so, therefore, I'm just planting them in these pots. And I will take them out of the pots next year and find them a permanent home once I have garden beds cleared. But this was a way for me to go ahead and plant bulbs and have some beautiful things first thing in the spring without having to clear a bunch of space. And as you can see, the barn kittens are a lot of help. Go ahead and put our mulch on top of that. And don't mind the white stuff. That is just from being in a moist plastic bag. It has started to grow good bacteria. That is mycelium. And mycelium is good microorganisms for your garden. And a lot of times mycelium will grow on bark or woods, or you'll see it in your mulch. Sometimes you'll see it in your compost if your compost is pretty mulchy. But it is good organisms. It does not smell like mold. It smells like earth, and that is just good microorganisms for your garden. So don't freak out if you see this. This is not bad. This white stuff it's good stuff for your garden. What is that? I do not know. It's interesting. Okay, for those of you who don't know, this is an allium bulb. It's pretty clear. See, these are the roots. This does not have a clear defining point as far as where the growth point is, like a lot of times tulips do, daffodils do, but on an allium you just look for the hairs of the roots and you plant those obviously down in the dirt, and that will allow your growth point to be up, and that's where your flower will come out of. Now, alliums ask to be planted 4 to 6 inches deep and 3 to 5 inches apart. So I'm trying to follow those guidelines, but I'm not being super particular because I know that I will be digging these up next year. Hi, how are you? Are you good? Huh? Are you good? Don't mind the purring in the background. Girls are getting quite friendly, aren't you? Yes. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say hi. And also good to note that your bulbs should be covered with a very light loomy soil. They do not like to be planted just in, like for us, our native dirt is just clay. They like something soft and light so that it's easy for them to grow that 6 inches up out of the ground and reach the sunshine. I do not pack mine. Or press down on the compost in the pot. I should say the potting mix. I actually do, especially when I'm planting in pots for bulbs, I make sure to buy potting mix. So that way it's nice and soft and fluffy, so it's easy for them to poke through in the spring. The kittens still do not like the dogs. We're working on that relationship. Okay, daffodils. Much easier to tell the difference. That is the bottom. This is the growth point. It's much, much easier to tell on a daff. This is where your flower comes from. going to finish what I'm going to pot up tonight, and I will catch up with you and let you know what it was. What all we got done, I should say. Okay. We have there's 11 pots. One chocolate Labrador puppy. 11 pots. There's 84 bulbs in these 11 pots. So all daffodils and alliums. So these are all planted. They're sitting inside the shop right now. And I will set them all out during the daylight in their homes where they're going to go and water them in if it's not raining. But it's supposed to be raining, so shouldn't have to worry about watering them in. But that's our completed project for the day. It is still not complete. I still have all of those bulbs to get into pots. But that is all that I'm going to get done today. I am tired and it is late. So thanks for coming on this journey with us again today. And it was an interesting day for sure. We enjoyed the livestock auction immensely, and came home with an empty trailer. So that's it's not a bad thing and it's not a good thing. We're very fortunate that we didn't come home with one very teeny tiny, like 85-pound Brangus calf. Very, very cute little girl, but not what we were looking for. And so we will see if they have what we want at the next one. And got some more bulbs done today, so we're checking things off the list. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yours truly.